everyone, welcome back to Friday the 13th AG. My name is Friday, I'm a teen American Girl doll collector, and today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to have self-restraint and not buy dolls. Oh wait, I don't have any self-restraint. So here's an all my dolls video. At the end of March last year, I published my first All My Dolls video in a couple years, and it did pretty well for my channel. It was also my coming back to AGTube after over a year. And so I figured I'd just kind of make it an annual thing to do an All My Dolls video around this time. However, my collection hasn't changed too much. I have removed a couple dolls and then added some, but it wasn't a super drastic change to the collection. So to make this a little more unique, instead of just a basic All My Dolls video where I've gotten, like 3 or 4 new dolls, I decided to make it a little more in-depth. I realize when I do my All My Dolls videos, I don't share too much about the doll's personality just because I have a lot of dolls and it would take a really long time to get through telling you details about their personalities plus showing you all my dolls. So I decided to split this video up into 2 parts. The first part is going to be the dolls that live in the dollhouse, which are my first 18 dolls. Actually, not quite, I'll explain that in a second. But then the second part are the dolls that don't live in the dollhouse. They're kind of like friend characters or more side characters in the lore, and they're just dolls that I got later. And I'm going to be giving a little bit more in-depth into their personalities, stories of how they got them, and a little bit more of their lore because they all have very complicated lore, and so I'd like to give you a little glimpse into that. This week we are going to be going through the dollhouse dolls. So 16 of the dollhouse dolls are actually my first 16 American Girl dolls. However, when I first made my dollhouse, it was always the first 18 dolls. However, that did include 2 Our Generation dolls, Lisa and Micah, who I have since removed from my collection. They are actually in a box under my bed, but they're not really in my collection anymore. And then the dollhouse, I did replace them. One of the dolls is actually my 18th American Girl doll, but my 20th doll overall, who you will meet, and then the other one came a little later, but I really wanted to put her in the dollhouse. So the last 2 dolls you're going to see in this video aren't technically dolls number 17 and 18, and it's just a little bit out of order, but these are still just the dollhouse dolls. A little disclaimer, I just like to say I'm so incredibly grateful for my dolls. Some of them I have purchased my own money, a lot of them were gifts, and some of them my parents did pay for, and I'm so grateful that I have friends and family that are supportive of my hobby and a family that will finance it. This video is in no way to brag, I just know all my dolls videos do very well, and I also really want to share about the personalities because that is all my doing of coming up with these very intricate storylines. So without further ado, let's go and talk about the dolls. So my first doll, my little baby, I love her so much. This is Kit Sierra Kittredge. She is a Be Forever Kit doll. I got her for my 4th birthday, which is a really young age to get a doll. And I got her in 2014, right when the Be Forever line was first releasing. And my birthday, if I remember right, the Be Forever line was released at like the end of August, but my birthday's at the start of August. So I don't even know how I got her in her Be Forever stuff. Maybe my grandma had like Berry Member Early Access or something, I don't know, but my grandma gave me her and a good majority of her collection, excluding like her furniture and a couple of outfits. So I do have most of Kit's original Be Forever collection. I've got like her typewriter and a lot of outfits and her dog and stuff like that. She is 15 years old in 10th grade. A lot of the dolls you're going to see in the dollhouse are 15 or 16 and in 10th grade because that's how old I am, and I liked to make my dolls the same age as me, but as we get later into the dollhouse you'll see that is not true, and I think there's only like 1 or 2 dolls in part 2 that are going to be the same age as me because I wanted them to like be a little more diverse with their ages. Her birthday is May 19th. For her hobbies, she does a lot of sports. It's her goal to like try as many sports as she can in high school. So like every season she does a different sport every single year, so no repeats. I liked to keep a little bit of her original story too, so she does love to write. She wants to be a journalist, but she's also writing a book. She's a solitary person and loves nature. She does get annoyed very easily. I just love Kit so much. She's literally my baby. Here we have Miss Kaya Atamai. She is a Be Forever Kaya doll. I got her for Christmas in 2017 after reading her book and just falling in love with her story. She's again 15 years old and in 10th grade, and her birthday is August 16th. Kaya is very into activism and advocating for the environment. She's very caring and outspoken, a very empathetic person as well, and that's why she wants to be a therapist when she's an adult. I think her and Kit are definitely my 2 childhood dolls, so they very much have a special place in my heart. This is Miss Allison Ada Saring. Alice is a Truly Me number 88, and fun fact, her middle name is Ada because that sounded like 8. She's 88. I got her in May of 2020 after seeing her in the American Girl catalog. There was one where it's like 88 on the cover with that like pet clinic or pet spa or whatever it was, and I just like fell in love with her, and so I ended up ordering her and another doll from the AG website because I hadn't gotten a new doll in years. And I think that her and the next doll you're going to see are kind of the ones that almost kickstarted my collection. I actually consider my Kira doll the one that I was like fully like, okay, I'm a collector now. She's kind of like a childhood doll, but she's like kind of like in between childhood and collecting. She is the youngest in the family. She's still 15 and in 10th grade, but her birthday is December 23rd. So technically she should be in 9th grade, but I just wanted them to be in the same grade, so we're bending the rules. She has done dance all of her life and loves fashion designing. Her dad is actually a fashion designer in Paris. She is the youngest and has always been a little bit childish. I think the rainbow hair kind of made me think that. Also, she's got such a cute little baby face. She has a very high-pitched voice, so when I'm in stop motions, this is how I voice Alice, and that's actually because the first stop motion I ever did was voicing Alice, and I did her in this voice. And I'm very proud of the fact that I can still do the Alice voice. And she has so much lore, so I created this show for her called Alice's Adventures. It's still up on my channel. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's the first stop motions I ever made, and it was like a really stupid show. But part of her lore is that she has a lot of allergies, and her parents are divorced. Her dad moved to Paris to be a fashion designer, and she hasn't seen him in like 6 years. She used to live in Pennsylvania and has a younger brother, but then her mom and younger brother all moved to California when she moved to the dollhouse because I live in California, so all my dolls live in California. Yeah, my girl has a plethora of things, but her big thing is she loves the color pink. She used to be like very into like toy collecting and stuff like that, and she's just kind of very childish. But she is super sweet, and now her roommate got her into the coquette aesthetic. I'm sorry she's kind of looking down. My girl really did not want to stand up, but this is Jocelyn Elizabeth Kendrick. Joss is the girl of the year 2020. I got her in May of 2020 with Alice, and I got her because my friends who were twins had just had their birthday and they got Joss and were hyping her up so much, and they were like, you should get a Joss too. And so I got a matching Joss. She is 15 and in 10th grade. Her birthday is July 15th, and her hobbies are surfing, diving, and swimming, going to the beach. She's very much a water child. She also loves making videos and wants to be a director someday. She's kind of like effortlessly cool and always has good vibes. She can be a little bit competitive and sassy sometimes, but overall she's pretty laid back and fun to be around. This is Miss Tennyson Taylor Grant. Tenny is obviously a contemporary Tenny doll. I got her in December of 2020 from a website called Zulily because when I was a kid, I was debating in 2017 if I wanted to ask for Tenny for Christmas or Kaya, and I ultimately chose Kaya because I liked her story more and she looked more different than Kit. And I was so sad when Tenny retired and I never got her, and so then when Tenny popped up for a pretty good price in one of those like Costco sets on this website called Zulily, which you kind of get like recently discontinued stuff from many brands, it was just like this instant we're buying Tenny because she was only there for like 24 hours. She's 15 years old and in 10th grade, and her birthday is August 1st. Her hobbies are singing and playing guitar. She is very sassy, has a bit of a southern accent because she came from Tennessee, and she gets annoyed with her siblings very easily. She was very close with Alice in the old dollhouse, and she's kind of had a bit of a personality shift as I've developed her character. So she acts kind of cold to everyone, like is more solitary. Except for Alice, she just has such a soft spot for her ex-roommate. Next is Miss Kira Lee Bailey. I really didn't like the way I did her hair, but we live and we learn. Kira was my favorite doll for such a long time. I got her in January of 2021 from the American Girl website because I love this new girl of the year. For a while when I was in middle school, I felt like she was my lookalike. My face shape has definitely changed. This is the first doll that we're meeting that is a little bit older. She's 18 years old and a college freshman. Her birthday is May 4th because I made it that she was obsessed with Star Wars, and so her birthday is May 4th because May the 4th be with you. She loves Disney and Star Wars, Marvel, just anything really that Disney owns, I guess. She also does gymnastics. We're gonna find that with a lot of dolls because I did gymnastics, so I want to like make everybody else do gymnastics. And she's a very big Swiftie. She's kind of the mom-like character of the dollhouse because she is one of the oldest and super caring. A random fact about her is that she's really bad at dishes. You can see that in this stop motion.
Hey Kira? Whoa, what happened in here? I tried doing dishes, that's what happened.
And she really wants to be a teacher. Here we have Miss Eagle Evie Era. She is a Truly Me number 90 doll that I got in March of 2021. The first time I went to an American Girl store, it was the one up in Bay Area. She's 15 years old and in 10th grade, and her birthday is April 8th. Her hobbies are skateboarding. She also loves to go to the snow and ski or snowboard. She's kind of a hobby collector. She loves to bake and read and build Lego sets. And she does yoga to calm herself down because she's an extremely high energy person. She's very, very competitive and outgoing. She gets into prank wars with Donna, who you'll meet towards the end, because Eagle has like a very compulsive need to win. She also holds the highest score on the pinball machine in the dollhouse, and I have a stop motion idea for this, but pretty much you do not want to take that high score from her or else she will come for you. Her original lore was that she moved to the dollhouse from San Francisco with the doll you're about to see next. They're like best friends because I got them together and I got them in San Francisco. This is Rowan Mallory Everhart. She's a Truly Me 91 who I got with Eagle in March of 2021 when I went to the American Girl store. She is 15 and in 10th grade and her birthday is November 26th. She loves painting and crafting in general, and she also loves playing video games and wants to be a video game designer. She is very messy and kind of thrives in panic and goes through very creative spirals. Like I said before, she's still in San Francisco and moved here with Eagle, and they were very close. When she's still in San Francisco, she actually learned how to spray paint, but not for graffiti purposes, like for artistic purposes. She actually got hired by like a family friend to paint a mural for their business. Her parents are divorced and her mom lives in San Francisco with her little brother and her dad lives in New York. She also has an older sister, so she's a middle child, and her older sister's name is Zara and she goes to the local college. You will meet Zara in the second part of the video. Next is the lovely Brittany Savannah Hopkins. She is a Girl of the Year 2003 Kaylee doll. I got her in April of 2021 from eBay, brand new in box for a pretty good price. And then I sent her to the doll hospital because I did not know yet to tighten limbs. And so I just sent her to the doll hospital because her limbs are like pretty much falling off. And so then I actually got her in June of 2021 when she came back from the doll hospital. And she was very much like a dream doll. I had this encyclopedia of all the American Girl dolls when I was a kid, and I would always see Kaylee in there and be like, oh my god, she's so cute. And so then when I found her, I was just so incredibly excited. She is of course 15 and in 10th grade. Her birthday is June 25th. She likes going to the beach, and that was like kind of a part of her personality because like that came from the original doll, but it's not so much anymore. And she got into gymnastics thanks to her roommate, and she also does cheer and wants to be an actress. She used to be called annoying a lot and was a bit childish, but now she's really sweet and is like trying to be cool. I think that that definitely reflects me a little bit. Here is Miss Gwen Kimbrook, the girl you saw in the intro. She is a Truly Me number 64 who I ordered from the American Girl website, and she was actually the last doll I ordered from the American Girl website for like almost 5 years, but we'll talk about that a little more in next week's video. And I got her in August 2021 with my birthday money. I really wanted a Jess mold doll, and I am so happy with her. She's so cute. I love her little eye notches. She's one of the older dolls, so she is 18 years old and a college freshman. Her birthday is September 5th. Her hobbies are gymnastics. She was actually training to be on a national gymnastics team, but then quit because it kind of like was burnout. She loves doing comedy and travel. She was actually born in New York, but then her parents raised her traveling from place to place to place, and she's grown up all around the world. She speaks several languages and has actually stepped foot on every single continent, including Antarctica. This is Miss Sydney Nicole Peters. She is the first custom doll I ever made. She's a custom number 61 that I got for free from a Facebook group. Somebody just giving her away. Sorry, her glasses make her face look kind of funny. They do not want to stay on. She has a custom wig. I forgot where it's from, but it's this very pretty ombre hair, which I always wanted when I was a kid. I wanted this dramatic coloring, and so I wanted a doll that had that. I first got her in July of 2021, but then she was officially customized by September of that year. And her really only customization other than the wig is these watercolor freckles that are actually all over her body, and on her hand I have these hand freckles here and these ones here. Sorry, it's not really focusing, but she does have matching hand freckles to me. And her freckles are kind of all over her face because I thought it was so stupid that American Girl never made a doll with freckles all over their face, and I have freckles all over my face, so I was like, she should match. She's 18 years old and a freshman at the local community college. Her birthday is April 30th. Her hobbies include reading, horseback riding, home design, and hiking. She loves caring for nature and keeps to herself mostly. She's always getting lost in books. She loves the new library in the dollhouse. Go check out last week's video if you want to see a tour of that. She has a goal to visit every single national park. She was a horse girl growing up, and I'm kind of now realizing she's just kind of like a big jumble of hobbies and interests, but that's fine. We love her. Here we have Miss Cindy Clara Rose Merriman. I got Sydney in October of 2021. She is the 35th anniversary Felicity doll, and she was a belated birthday present from my grandma, the same one that gave me Kit, because I had wanted the 35th anniversary Felicity, but she sold out, and I was so sad, but my grandma actually ordered her for me before she sold out, but she was on back order until October. Cindy is 18 years old and in 12th grade. Her birthday is January 10th, and she loves thrifting and advocating for the environment. She loves crafting and sewing, and that part is based on the grandma that gave her to me. She's very grown up and chill, but sassy with the people she's comfortable with, very eco-friendly, and loves like a grandma vintage aesthetic, and it's her dream to one day own her own thrift store, and she actually works at a thrift store right now, so she's one step closer. This is Paris Erin Sadley. She is a renamed World by Us Yvette doll. I got her in October of 2021 at the AGPLA, and that day I planned to only get one, maybe two dolls, but I ended up buying all the World by Us dolls. Paris is 17 years old and in 12th grade. Her birthday is June 9th. She does FFA, which is Future Farmers of America, because she grew up on a farm. She also likes to play music and makes YouTube videos. She was just kind of making random videos with her dollhouse siblings when one of them randomly went viral one day, so now she just kind of makes vlogs and other videos with her siblings, and actually even makes a little bit of income, so she became kind of like an accidental influencer. She's very kind, silly, and outgoing. Like I said before, she grew up on a farm, so she loves animals a lot. She's very aware of the environment and caring for ecosystems, which is something they wanted to keep from Yvette's original story. Is Jackie Irene Williams. She is a World by Us McKenna doll. I got her the same time I got all the other World by Us dolls. She's 18 years old and in 12th grade. Her birthday is March 3rd. She is very much a theater kid, and she also did marching bands. She seems very chill and laid back, but can get competitive when it comes to theater, and is also goofy with like her very close theater kid friends. And fun fact about her is I have an Our Generation ice cream truck, and she is like the manager of it. Here we have Faith Jasmine Ochoa. She is a World by Us Maritza doll, who of course I got in October of 2021. Faith is 18 years old and in 12th grade, and her birthday is Leap Day, so it's February 29th. Out of the World by Us dolls, she was the one I wanted least, but also I really liked her wig, and I'm very glad I got her because Maritzas are hard to find now. And yeah, she's really just grown on me lately. She plays the drums and loves to make cool outfits while listening to music. She loves being around her friends and seems scary at first, but is very nice. Can be a bit sassy and judgmental though. She is super into the Y2K style and loves Monster High and Bratz, which are kind of two doll lines that she wasn't allowed to have as a child because they were seen as being like a little more explicit. My cousin was like that. She wasn't allowed to have like Monster High and Bratz and stuff. So now Faith really loves them. Here is Donna Finley Larkin. She is the last doll that I got from the original American Girl store in Los Angeles in January of 2022. She is a historical Mary Ellen doll. Donna is 17 and in 11th grade. Her birthday is March 23rd, which I'm filming this on March 23rd. And when I was like making the script for this video, I'm like, I'm gonna have to put her at 17 because by the time this video goes up, she's gonna be 17 because her birthday's the 23rd. And I'm filming on her birthday, so everybody say happy birthday, Donna! When I first got her, I was getting very into K-pop, so Donna loves K-pop. She's also an art kid and loves playing pranks. She's very nice, but extremely silly and a bit juvenile, even though she's one of the older dolls. She's kind of like the jokester of the family now. She used to be very shy because at her old school before she moved to the dollhouse, she was being bullied a lot for like her interests and her personality, so she kind of became very shy and sheltered. But then once she's gotten to know all of her friends and amazing people she's met in the dollhouse, she has very much branched out of her shell again and has allowed herself to be her true self. Here we have Winter Ning Tan. She is my Girl of the Year 2022 Corinne Tan doll. And her and the next doll are the two dolls you're going to meet that are not technically in chronological order. I did get one doll in between Donna and Winter, but that doll does not live in the dollhouse. I got her in August of 2022 for my birthday at the AG place up in San Francisco. And it's actually the last time I went there. I didn't think at first at the start of the year, like I really did not like Corinne. But then Alley Cat Loves AG posted her Corinne and said that she looked like Karina from aespa, and again I was really into K-pop at the time, so I was like, crap, I need this doll now. She looks like Karina from aespa. And then I decided to name her Winter, who's another aespa member. Winter is 17 years old and in 11th grade. Her birthday is December 2nd. She is a K-pop lover, and she also likes skiing and snowboarding, so I wanted to keep some of her original story. She's very nice and always covering up for Donna's shenanigans because she and Donna are like best friends. She is really the one who helped Donna get out of her shell, and then Donna was so excited when she moved into the dollhouse too. Winter used to live in Colorado and loves to visit and see the snow. She also, of course, loves the color blue to match her hair. I guess it's more of like a teal, but it's still cute. And last but certainly not least, we have Olivia Grace Thomas. She is a Girl of the Year 2015 Grace doll, who of course is named Olivia after Olivia Rodrigo because Olivia played her in the movie. I got her in December of 2022 and a lot of dolls who you will see in the next video, but all those dolls I like fixed up or customized, except her. Like I was planning on selling her, but then I literally took her out of the box that the dolls all came in, and I was like, wait, she's like so perfect condition. Grace wasn't ever really on my radar, but then I like fell in love with her, and I am so happy. She's become probably my favorite doll right now because, just let me explain, just give me a minute, okay? She is 16 years old and in 11th grade. Her birthday is April 22nd, and I made her a girl blogger. So if you don't know what a girl blogger is, it's a very niche section of Pinterest / Tumblr that kind of revolves around like coquette aesthetic and like dark coquette, which is obviously you can see by all like the posters on my wall. Like I love Lana Del Rey, I love the color pink. You guys can even see me in this mirror, I'm literally wearing pink. And so I kind of made her my mini me in that way, where she loves girl blogging like I love girl blogging, and she loves Lana Del Rey, and she loves coquette, and she loves pink. And she's the one that shares the room with Alice. Olivia also has an obsession with Paris, like me, but she so desperately wants to go to Paris, so she is definitely coming to Paris with me. She used to be like a popular kind of mean girl. I'll explain the lore in a second, but she's a bit more reserved now, sweet and insecure and a bit depressed. So let me explain this girl's lore, okay? In middle school, she was in a trio with Winter and Donna, and they all love K-pop and stuff like that, but she kind of ditched them to be a popular girl, which is like, they're like the opposite of popular girls, but then the popular girls were like, hey, no, Olivia, come here, we'll be friends with you. Leave Winter and Donna behind. And so she did. So that kind of happened at the start of high school. And then she was like popular, athletic, clean girl, did like soccer and cheer, you know. You guys, if you go to high school, you know what I'm talking about. But then last fall, she went through like a bit of a depressive episode, specifically when she moved back into the dollhouse because she was like realizing how bad of a friend she had been. And so in that depressive period, she found Lana and girl blogging and stuff like that, and apologized to Donna and Winter because she just really had this like kind of epiphany for herself of like realizing, I was such a bad friend. Being a bad person, I need to like heal that. And now they're not really like besties, but they're on good terms. She's found some people that are really good for her, and she's working through her issues. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it. I love sharing about my dolls and their personalities. And if you liked this, be sure to check back next week for part 2, because we're going over some dolls that have some very interesting lore. If you want to see more updates from my channel as well as photography, go check out my AGIG. It is at Friday_the13th AG. To see next week's video as well as many other videos I have coming up, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Comment down below which doll was your favorite, and I will see you guys next week with the rest of them. Mwah! Bye! You only come out at night. Stand up, bitch. Bro. So there's a guy up with something is wrong. Badoodle. Hit me, baby, one more time. Okay? Hey, baby, let's not throw up on the bed. Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'll be going out with a bang. Like it. Okay, bye.